Mistletoe time by Monsterboy Roc. Boom.
Hi, my name is Monsterboy Roc, and welcome to the show. Merry Christmas, everybody! That special time of the year where you get together with your families once again, and there's usually snow, so you can go out and play in the snow and, have snowball fights, and build snowmen, and make snow angels. It's very snow-based activities. And of course, you see a lot of pine trees like this one, all lit up and decorated and everything. Oh, and also, Santa Claus comes to your houses, usually down the chimney, and he gives you presents. Yes, it's a wonderful time of year indeed. And that might be why an artist over on Instagram named Karoline Pietrowski, I really hope I'm pronouncing that name right, decided to create a special Christmas time challenge surrounding all of the Christmas activities that people who celebrate Christmas usually do. And I decided to join this challenge. And I decided by joining this challenge that I would make brand new comics featuring my witch character Wilma and her pet cat Carl. Yes, indeed. Now this is a 24-day long challenge. That's right. I made 24 comics using each prompt word for the challenge that presented each day, which started from December 1st and then ended yesterday on Christmas Eve. And you are about to see the drawing process of each comic right here, right now. Now, I drew these comics with some computer paper to draw the outline, and to draw the outline, I use these Mitchell Pigment liner pens, and I color digitally using Clip Studio Paint Pro. So, without further ado, let's roll the footage of all 24 drawing processes of all 24 Wilma and Carl comics for Christmas time with Karoline. Here we go! So let's start things off with Letter to Santa, in which Wilma is going to be writing a letter to Santa. Dear Santa Claus, I hope things are going well over at the North Pole. I am writing this letter to let you know that I have done all of the spells in the book of magic spells you gave me last year. So this year, the one thing I would really like to get is a new book of spells. That way I can learn some new tricks. Also, my little fraidy cat Carl would like a new squeaky toy. He popped his last one after I accidentally turned him inside out. He says it was because he was overstressed from my magic. Ridiculous, right? Anyway, have a very Merry Christmas. Your favorite witch, Wilma. Now the second prompt word is Christmas songs, and I'm going to draw a comic in which Wilma is singing some Christmas songs, much to Carl's chagrin. Carl, do you want to go dashing through the snow? Nah, I don't feel like it today. Say, what's the matter, Carl? Don't you know it's 'tis the season to be jolly? Wilma, why are you singing? Why not? Oh, I get it. It's because you want to have a silent night. Wilma, please stop singing. Aw, come on, my little kitty companion. I'm just trying to spread joy to the world. Oh my God, this isn't gonna end, isn't it? Not until we hear Santa up on the housetop. Wilma, stop! The next prompt word is Christmas shopping, and I'm gonna draw a comic in which Wilma, along with her best friend Jennifer, go Christmas shopping, and she ends up getting lots and lots of Christmas presents while shopping. Thanks again for helping me do some last-minute Christmas shopping, Jennifer. I hope I didn't cause you too much trouble. No trouble at all, Wilma. You certainly bought a bunch of Christmas presents, though. Well, when you have a lot of family members celebrating Christmas together, you've got to be sure that everyone ends up getting a gift. Ah, I see. So, which one of these presents is Carl's? Ah, shoot, I knew I was forgetting someone. For snow, I'm going to draw a comic in which Wilma is very excited about the first snow of the season. Carl, look! It's snowing! It's finally snowing! Isn't it just wonderful? Wilma, you know how this all plays out. You're always so happy and cheerful during the first snow of the year, but by the third or fourth time you have to shovel the walkway, you start to sing a different tune. Oh, come on, just enjoy my optimism while it lasts, and let's go play in the snow. Aw, but your optimistic side is even more obnoxious and annoying than your pessimistic side. Sheesh. For Snowman, I'm going to draw a comic in which Wilma and Carl are outside building a snowman. Well, at least Wilma is building a snowman. Carl is building something else. Well, my snowman is all finished. What do you think of my snowman, Carl? It's cool, I guess, but certainly not as cool as the snow cat that I built. Psh, such a show-off. Now for Snow Globe, I'm going to draw a comic in which Wilma is having trouble deciding which snow globe she wants to put onto her table. Hey Wilma, what you up to? Well, I'm trying to decide which of my snow globes I want to put out here on my table, right in the middle of it. The one my best friend Jennifer gave me, or the one my parents sent me? I just can't decide. Well, why don't you just put both of them on each corner of the table? That way you can keep both of them out. Say, that's actually a pretty good idea, Carl. Of course it is, because I am a super genius. And now for the 7th prompt word, Cozy Socks, I'm going to draw a comic in which Wilma is relaxing in some nice, cozy Christmas tree socks, of which she owns. You know, Carl, there is nothing better on a cold winter's night like tonight than wearing nice fuzzy Christmas tree socks to keep my feet all warm and cozy. You know what would make me feel a lot cozier? Giving your nasty smelling feet an excessively long bubble bath. The next prompt word is home, and I'm going to draw a comic in which Wilma is admiring her happy little home and how it looks with all the snow all around it. I always love how the outside of our house looks during the winter. Carl, don't you find our house absolutely gorgeous with all of this snow around it? I suppose so, but you know what's even more gorgeous, Wilma? The inside of our house, where all the heat is, so why aren't we inside it? Well, for one thing, I like admiring the outside of our happy little home, and you left the keys inside our happy little home, didn't you? Am I really that predictable? Yes, you are. You disappoint me deeply. For the next prompt word, gingerbread, I'm going to draw a comic in which Wilma and Carl get gingerbread cookies from Wilma's mother in the mail, and they are about to eat them. Carl, look what my mom sent us! Gingerbread cookies! One for each of us. Well, it's the thought that counts. But I always feel a little bad when I eat cookies with faces on them. It's like they're staring me down, judging me for wanting to devour them. Well, okay then, I'll gladly take your cookie if you don't want to eat it. Hey, wait a minute, you glutton little witch. I didn't say I wasn't gonna eat my gingerbread cookie. I just said I was gonna feel bad for doing so. The whole world doesn't revolve around you, you know. The next prompt word is angel, and I'm going to draw a comic in which Wilma shows Carl a picture of the Christmas angel tree topper that her parents put on their tree each year. Lots of people put stars on top of their Christmas trees, Carl, but my parents always put this Christmas angel topper on the top of their tree. Isn't it pretty? Yes, Wilma, it looks very nice. Although I am curious as to why you have a picture of the angel tree topper, but not the rest of the tree. Oh, I have plenty more photos of the whole tree, Carl. But I put this one out because when I see the angel tree topper, it feels like I'm back home. And now for the 11th prompt word, reindeer. I'm going to draw a comic in which Wilma and Carl are flying through the sky on the back of a flying reindeer. Why did you conjure up this flying reindeer, Wilma? Because I wanted to see what it's like to be Santa Claus when he uses his flying reindeer to pull his sleigh across the sky every Christmas night. But you're a witch! You don't need to climb onto a reindeer's back to fly! You have a flying broom! True, Carl. But does my flying broom eat carrots? I think not. You know, Wilma, your reasonings always make your ridiculous plans ridiculouser. I know that ridiculouser is not a real word, but it perfectly encapsulates your ridiculous ideas. Carl, that's ridiculous. Now for the 12th prompt word, Christmas sweater, I'm going to draw Wilma wearing, well, I think it's obvious. Look at this adorable little Christmas sweater I found at the mall today. It's so colorful and feels very fuzzy. It's gonna keep me all nice and warm and comfortable. Don't you think it's positively adorable like I do? Why, yes. If by positively adorable you mean positively ugly. Hey, what you call ugly, I call lively. Now for Christmas decorations, I'm going to draw a comic in which Wilma and Carl have decorated their house with, of course, Christmas decorations. Well, Carl, we have our wreath hanging on our door, we put up our tinsel garland with ornaments spread across it, and we hung up our stockings. Wow, our house definitely does feel a lot more Christmassy now that our decorations are up. Yep, and once we get our Christmas tree next week, it'll really feel like it's Christmas. The 14th prompt word is hot chocolate, and for this comic, I'm going to draw Wilma enjoying a nice cup of hot chocolate to warm herself up after a long day of shoveling snow. Hey Wilma, what you drinking? Well, I've been outside shoveling snow out of the walkway all afternoon, Carl, so I made some steaming, piping hot chocolate to drink, and hopefully it will help me warm up. Ah, well, I hope it warms you up fast, because it's time for you to take me out on my walk. For Christmas cookies, I'm going to draw a comic in which Wilma has made some Christmas cookies, and she and Carl are about to eat some. Christmas cookies. I love your Christmas cookies, Wilma. Aw, thank you, Carl. Well, they're ready to eat. I think the very first cookie I'm gonna munch on is this bell-shaped cookie. Which one are you gonna eat first? I think I'm going to try a Santa hat cookie. After all, I always get cookie crumbs all over my fur whenever I eat one, so I figured, why not eat a cookie that's shaped like something you're supposed to wear? Well, I guess I can't argue with that logic. For North Pole, I'm going to draw a comic in which Wilma and Carl visit the North Pole. Why? Well, as soon as I finish drawing and coloring this comic, you will find out why they are at the North Pole. Wilma, where are we? We're at the North Pole, Carl. You see this letter? This is our letter to Santa. You never mailed our letter to Santa? I'm afraid so. I didn't have the time with all the shopping and the decorating I had to do beforehand. But it's okay, because we're going to place our letter right into Santa's mailbox, and he should still have plenty of time to make our presents before it's Christmas Day. Well, nevertheless, it's actually kind of awesome that we're actually standing here at the North Pole, at Santa Claus's house. You can't say we do this every day, Wilma. You're right about that, my little kitty companion. You're right about that. For prompt word number 17, Nutcracker, I'm going to draw a comic in which Wilma shows Carl a nutcracker that she put out. Wilma, what is this creepy looking thing on the table? This is a nutcracker. You take a nut, for example a walnut, and put it inside the mouthpiece, pull down the lever in the back, and presto! It cracks the walnut open. It's a very useful tool if I say so myself. Putting walnuts inside a mouth to open them. I don't know, Wilma. Don't you think that sounds rather unsanitary? Oh, this is unsanitary. Oh, that's rich. This coming from an animal who goes and coughs up a hairball every 20 minutes. Hey, I'll have you know that not all cats cough up hairballs every 20 minutes. The last hairball I coughed up was 21 minutes ago, so humph. The next prompt word is Santa's helper. Now, elves are Santa's little helpers. So I'm going to draw a comic in which Jennifer is dressed up like an elf. Wilma, what do you think of my elf costume? It's nice, but what's it for? Well, they're hiring down at the mall, in the area where children get photos taken with Santa, and there's one little helper elf who works there. He is such a hunk! So I applied to be a little helper elf too, and I got the job. Now I have a chance to ask him out on a date. It truly is a magical time of year, isn't it? Well, I guess there are weirder ways to ask someone out. Good luck, Jen! For candles, I'm going to draw a comic in which Wilma has bought some nice, sweet-scented winter-themed candles, and she is showing them to her little kitty companion, Carl. Look at all these sweet-scented winter-themed candles I bought at the mall. Peppermint Swirl, Cinnamon Cannon, Winterberry Reef Supreme, and my very personal favorite, Sparkling Snow Vanilla. Wilma, these candles are very nice, but why did you buy so many of them? Why not? I like the sweet scent of candles at Christmas time. I know, and I like it too. But don't you think these are just too many sweet scented candles to have lying around the house? Carl, you can never have too many sweet scented candles in your house, you silly kitty you. Prompt word number 20 is Christmas tree, in which in this comic, Wilma and Carl have decorated their Christmas tree with ornaments and bells and lights that I'll add digitally, and Wilma is so extraordinarily happy about how the tree came out. Well, our tree is all decorated and lit up, and the star is shining ever so brightly on top. I think this is the most wonderful Christmas tree we ever put up, Carl. I just can't wait for the rest of the family to see it. I really truly hope that they'll like our Christmas tree as much as I do. Aw, don't worry, Wilma. I'm sure everyone will love our tree. The next prompt word is Christmas presents. And in this comic, I'm going to draw Carl gushing over all of the presents that Wilma has put out. Whoa, Wilma, you bought me all these presents? You shouldn't have. I didn't. You see, Carl, some of these presents are for my family. A few for my parents, my aunts and uncles, and the kids. There's even a couple for my friend Jennifer as well. But don't worry, there are quite a few here for you too, my favorite little kitty buddy. Just not all of them are yours is all. Oh, well, I guess that's alright. But man, if all of these presents were mine, I would have sworn I had died and gone to kitty heaven. But alas, I'm still stuck in cold-hearted reality. That's life for ya. Now for Mistletoe, I'm going to draw a comic in which Wilma's parents have arrived at Wilma's house. And above the door of Wilma's house is hanging a mistletoe. And what do most people do when there's a mistletoe hanging above a door? That's right, they kiss. Ew, Mom, Dad, why must you kiss up a storm in front of your own daughter? You do this every Christmas. You're the one who put up the mistletoe over your door, sweetie, and you know the rules. That's right, Pumpkin. You must kiss your partner if you're both underneath the mistletoe. It's tradition. I told you we should have hung up garlic this year, Wilma. The 23rd and penultimate prompt word for Christmas Time with Karoline is family. And in this comic, I'm going to draw the rest of Wilma's family arriving at her house, and they're having a Christmas party. It's so nice to have the whole family here for Christmas once again. Isn't that right, Carl? Oh yeah, it's such a walk in the park. And now the very last prompt word is Christmas Eve. And for this final comic, I'm going to draw Wilma and Carl getting ready for bed on Christmas Eve, and of course waiting for the arrival of Santa Claus. It's almost here. Just one more day until Santa arrives. I'm so excited. Me too. I wonder what present Santa will bring us. Well, no matter what he brings us, I already have what I wanted most for Christmas, and that is to spend it with my favorite little kitty in all of Witchville. Aw, Wilma, that's sweet. You are talking about me, aren't you? Oh, Carl, of course I am. Merry Christmas, my little kitty companion. Merry Christmas to you too, my witchy pal of mine. So there you go, folks. The finished drawing processes of all 24 Wilma and Carl comics for the special challenge Christmas Time with Karoline. I hope you enjoyed those comics, and I also hope you enjoyed this video because I had a lot of fun making it myself. And I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas, and I hope you had a very Happy Hanukkah, and I hope you have a very Happy Kwanzaa, and any holiday of which you celebrate. Now, if you want to see those comics for yourself, you can find them over on Instagram.com/TheSecretBeautyDrawings, Facebook.com/TheSecretBeautyDrawing, or Twitter.com/SecretBeautyArt. And the links to all three of those websites will be in the description down below. And if you want to see more Drawing with Monsterboy Roc videos like this one, you can find a link to the last one in the description down below as well. Don't forget to subscribe so you'll be notified for whenever I make a video. And I have a playlist called Drawing with Monsterboy Roc, in which you can view all of my episodes from latest to oldest there. Well, thanks for watching today's video, everybody. And I hope once again that you have a very Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, any holiday that you celebrate, and a very Happy New Year as well. Take care now.